Okay, we got a new live stream last night from Morgan, Unstoppable Morgan. She's been off of YouTube for a couple weeks now. She hasn't done much. We're not going to get into the whole history, but she's been, let's just say, over the last couple years, all over YouTube, doing lots of live streams, making decent money, putting every inch of her life up on YouTube. Ups and downs and whatever, and I always say that I say you put too much stuff up on YouTube, you put too much of your life on YouTube, and it has benefited her. It has benefited her in that she's done very well financially on YouTube. She has a lot of subscribers. She's done well with her channel. She said she made an extraordinary amount of money doing a shower video that was posted somewhere or the other. She has Patreon. She has Super Chat. People were throwing her some Super Chats last night. What was she on for? Over an hour, which is actually kind of short for her. But she says she's kind of come to a point in her life where she's not really enjoying YouTube much anymore. And she was really nervous about doing this live stream. At least that's what she said. Basically, the thing that's really getting her is she said middle to older age men are really putting nasty stuff up about her on YouTube in her comments and spreading and doing videos and criticizing her. And she's learning to deal with that, but it obviously from the video last night, she still hasn't gotten around to dealing with that. She's also said she's been on YouTube 6 years and things have really changed for her. That she's noticing a total change on YouTube, meaner, a lot more criticism, a lot of HATE, stuff like that. Anyway, she says that people are out to get her. Quote unquote, I think that's the exact one. She's nervous. She talks about YouTube being a dark world. And she said she just kind of snapped over the summer. And that's when she made her move. Remember, she had been driving around trying to escape the heat in Florida. Went up to North Carolina for a while. Back down to Florida. Too hot. Then she ended up going up in the mountains of Tennessee for a while. Then ended up renting a house there in Memphis, Tennessee. And then she kind of got off YouTube for a while. Then she started to pop back on Instagram. And then she did a video yesterday or 2 days ago. And then finally back to doing live streams. And, again, it's that, I don't want to sound like Dr. Phil here, but, YouTube's bad, so get off YouTube and then get back into YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If YouTube's bad, if YouTube's changed, if where your position in YouTube is, people see you now as a certain person because of what you put up, because of opening up your heart and talking on YouTube the way you have. They're now, they either love you or they don't. She does, again, as you build your channel, and people don't realize this, but it's true with a lot of these nomads that get their channels built up, there's that 5% on either end. 5% of the people love you, and 5% of the people don't love you. And then the other 90% are kind of in the middle somewhere. And as you grow your channel, that 5% that don't love you gets bigger. And then they go out and whatever. So the question is here, why, if YouTube has become such a miserable place, do you want to be back on YouTube? You know what I'm saying? And she is kind of sticking her foot in the door again, kind of inching back onto YouTube. And you could see in this live stream last night that Morgan is changing. And, she's and perhaps that's a good thing. And maybe getting your life off of YouTube and doing something else with it is the way to go. Maybe that's what this live stream is kind of telling her. I don't know. Well, I wish the best for Morgan. She's a nice lady. I've always enjoyed. She's got one of those, again, oddly compelling personalities. But, she's gotten to a point on YouTube now where she's maybe told too much. Maybe put too much of her life on there. Privacy is an important thing. It's an important thing in life. Do you really want everybody to know everything about you? Or do you want, especially strangers? It's one thing if you have intimate details of your life that you want to tell everybody about, your ups and your downs and your your problems and whatever. But if you're telling that to everybody, you're telling that to complete strangers, guys sitting in their dank, dark basements, you know, with their laptops going, you know, who are anonymous, who have 20 different troll accounts each, and that's what you're doing. And yeah, it can get you some money. They'll throw you the super chats, they'll subscribe to your Patreon, whatever, but you're gonna put yourself in a real funny place. I think Morgan is finally realizing that. I hope she has. And, you know, again, if she's just going to get back on YouTube like she was, you know, earlier this year with, you know, a couple of live streams a week and a bunch of videos and the ups and downs and pouring her heart out to a bunch of complete strangers, you know, how many subs does she have now? She has 168,000, which is, again, in the scheme of YouTube, not all that big. I mean, there's 12-year-old girls that have, you know, 2 million subs. So I don't know. Talking about cosmetics, you know, I don't know, man. I think Morgan is coming to the conclusion that YouTube is just not the place it used to be and not the place she wants to be. And maybe that's a good thing. And, I don't know. If not get off of YouTube, definitely scale back YouTube and try to, don't put so much private information up on YouTube. We see that with so many nomads, so many other non-nomads. They just put too much of their life on YouTube, and then all the strangers are sitting there making all their judgments. She said that. People are, you know, talking about her. They don't know about her. They're saying stuff that ain't true, etc. So anyway, she said she's currently in South Dakota. She still has the house there in Memphis. She's with her friend. I think it's Dawn, isn't it? Anyway, and she's getting her concealed carry. Okay, that's what she's doing, her permit there, because technically, I guess she said she is now a resident of South Dakota. That's where her car is registered and all that, and taking care of some business up there. And then I guess, you know, but, you know, she's got the dogs with her. She had a couple cats she got. But I'm seeing hope here that I think she's seeing things, I think, finally in YouTube, that maybe this YouTube thing ain't all it's cracked up to be. There is a good side to it. Financially, I think that's it. But I think the downside is pretty nasty. And, you know, I don't know. What do you think? Did you watch this? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, we like Morgan. I like Morgan. I just hope she is learning something here. And I think if she just goes back to the way she's been on YouTube, she's just going to go right back to that cycle. It's not a pleasant cycle to be in. Anyway, that's my theory. You know, I'm not Dr. Phil. No way. But anyway, that's the latest on Morgan. So South Dakota, concealed carry. And protect herself from all those weirdos out there. Yeah, all right. Log under.